Objection!
Yep, that's me. My name is Moses Newman, and I am this defense attorney in this awfully YouTube video, whatever you want to call it, way. So, this is where my story begins. Also, be sure to subscribe, leave a like, comment down below, that type of stuff, as well as for defense or lawyer reasons and wherever. This is all just for fun. I'm not an actual ace attorney or defense attorney or a prosecutor or judge. This is again all just for fun and jokes. So be sure to enjoy and yeah, hope you all like it.
Sure hope I do well in my first trial. Really don't want to mess up, especially it being by myself doing this for the first time ever. Wonder who's my client will be at this point. Could be anyone. Hopefully not my best friend Andre. Really hope it's not him. As they did said, it's someone I'm very familiar with. But I don't know how on earth they know about that. Gotta wait until the bailiff's done.
Moses Newman, please go to courtroom number 2.
Alright. Gotta make sure I get ready. Alright. Alright. Is both defense and prosecution ready for the trial of this case? Yes, Your Honor. Moses Newman is ready for... the defense is ready, Your Honor.
Of course the defense will be worried about this case. Your Honor, the prosecution is ready, as always.
Very well then. As both of you are in your correct spot and order, I would first like to ask defense. I see this is your first time doing this. Are you sure you're ready for this case? I've seen a lot of defense try to do this, especially on the first trial, and failed fairly poorly. Only one of them was close enough to the scene, but never once in my years have I ever seen, especially, no offense, a black man successfully defeat this trial that's about to become. Are you sure, defense, you're ready for this trial? Although it may be my first time, I'm ready to defend whoever I'm going to be defending. I don't even know who the fuck my client is, but besides that, I gotta do what I gotta do best. That is to make it until the end, because I believe in myself. Your Honor, the defense is ready, no matter what's the cause. So be prepared, prosecutor. Very well then. Bailiff, please bring Andre Butts to the stand, as murder is a serious crime. And, as I'm well aware of, he is the one who murdered the victim, Cindy Block.
My god, you got to be effing kidding me right now. Oh my goodness, the one person who I hope I was not defending.
Alright, let's do this thing.
Hey Moses, how's the kids? How's the wife? It's been so long since I seen you.
Man, once I heard you were my defense attorney, I knew right away I was in good hands. But,
Please help, I swear it was not me. I'm not the one that killed her. I swear. I came to her place and all of a sudden I just see blood on the floor and then next thing I know I just passed out and I've been in this prison saying how I don't kill her. Dude, you need to save me. Help a man out, please.
hey, Your Honor, is it too late for me to kind of say that I don't know this man and I never met this man in my life? Or you may not. Anyways, Prosecutor Plain, you may now give your testimony against the one who has killed the victim, Andre Butts. I still can't get over that name, by the way, Andre Butts.
Why, certainly, Your Honor. Now, let's get this out of the way. It will appear that it says that you've been dumped by the person who died, Cindy Block, first off. Second thing, it said that you were the one that killed her by using this case full of cash that you gave her as a present. And third, it also states that you, as being the closest one, even though
another witness has said that you have fainted. It has seemed that you were, and your fingerprints has been all over the weapon that's in charge. Your Honor, I'd like to submit this as evidence, if you may.
Very well then. This will be submitted as evidence. Defense, you may have a look at the evidence and the weapon that has been used.
Whoa, slow down real quick. First off, I was not rejected, technically. Sure, we might have broke up, but I was not rejected. We were like Romeo and Juliet. What are you saying? Second thing is, I just said I was passed out. I don't know what the hell happened. I just went to go visit her. Next thing I know, boom, I'm passed out. And then I see blood on the floor. And then the third thing is, that weapon was, or what you guys call it as a weapon, apparently. I made that with my bare hands. And that was just a lock for her to keep all her savings and money. So then that way, she could, I don't know, use it for later, I guess.
So basically what you're telling me, Mr. Andre Butts, is that you got rejected, which you weren't dating. You admitted that you are the one that created that weapon. As such, you are the one who is involved. And thirdly, you're saying that you're admitting to your crimes and is guilty as charged.
That is exactly what I'm saying. That I am the one who... Wait, what? No, I'm not the one that just killed her. I literally just said, sure, we have not been a couple yet, but I did not was the murderer or the one who killed her. I mean, how would I even kill her if I was even passed out? What sense does that make? I'm so confused. Moses, help a brother out, please. See, Your Honor, this might be even easier than expected. In fact, this might be an easy and fast trial to get done. You heard him, folks. The crowd. He literally just admitted to his crime, saying that he has done it. As was, he's the one that touched it. And not only that, but even got rejected by a girl that he didn't even dated. This might even be faster than how speedruns finish their task like Dream Not Found. You have nothing, defense. This is over and done with. And that is the power of Prosecutor Plain himself. Hold it, Your Honor, just 1 second. I mean, sure, my client might be a pain in the butt and a simp, but that doesn't make it seem like he's actually the culprit and the one that done it. We still have yet to hear a witness or actual proof and evidence that he done it. And yes, this might be a show that he created it, but that doesn't mean that he actually done it. He even said it himself that he passed out. So, without any certain evidence or anything, related, we can't really just assume or say he's the culprit. Your Honor, I at least demand a witness that the prosecutor has been saving up to actually testify.
That's a fair point, defense, and I would take that to account. Prosecutor Plain, do you have a witness in mind that could at least testify and say that Andre Butts is the actual culprit?
Only one, Your Honor, but that's all I need, because that witness is the one that actually called the police and even let them know that the Andre Butts was the one that done it. Your Honor, and the people in the courtroom, I would like to call the witness in stand, as his name is Peanut Block? I don't know. Peanut Block, please come to the stand this instant.
It's Peanut Block here. Be sure to check me out if you know what I mean, But yeah, the one that Kaji called in. I was just minding my own business, and then all of a sudden, BAM! I see 2 people on the floor. One was bleeding out, the other one is just, I don't know. But yeah, he was just dead on the ground. The next thing I know, I saw him holding
some sort of like money thing, you feel me, you know me? And then I would just assume he might be the one that did it because, you know, when I saw, it looked like as if he done it. So, I don't know. I mean, you could take my word or not, but I'm just a guy who saw it happen. Something feels off about this. Well, I better get my game on. Otherwise, I'll be done for.
Well, the defense is ready to testify this peanut Brock, whoever he is.
That sounds very interesting. If I may, do you recall what time it was when you called or have seen this incident? If I remember correctly, I think it was 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I believe. Yeah, 1 o'clock. Yeah, that was the time, alright. I mean, it did happen earlier today, so, I mean, you feel me? You know me? You like me? Yeah.
Hold on, something's wrong here. Shouldn't be 1 o'clock p.m. Should be 4 o'clock.
It said it was called, that the body was found.
Objection! Your Honor, the timing is wrong on here. As shown on the evidence, it said that the time was 4 o'clock p.m., not 1 o'clock. That's totally off from what this said. Here, take a look, Your Honor.
Huh. It would appear that you are right. This does say 4 o'clock p.m. Prosecutor Plain, what is the meaning of this?
Your Honor, I mean, might be a little missight on the witness part, but you can't blame him. I mean, he comes from Los Angeles, so I mean, it's a 3-hour time gap. So when it's 4 o'clock here, it's 1 o'clock over there. So, I mean, as the witness just came from Los Angeles literally the day before to meet up with the, yes, I believe so. Yes, see? It says right here, time gap between 1 o'clock p.m. he wrote. But it seems, again, he's not used to it, so just a little missight on our part. Please ignore that. Wait a minute, something ain't right. Hold on, Prosecutor Plain. You just said that a minute ago that he was just meeting the witness. Did you not? If that's true, then that will make sense of how he, for some reason, knows how the offense happened. Something isn't right. Someone's lying in this testimony, and I'm going to get the truth out of it. Right here, right now. Did I say that? I mean, I might have said that as an insight. Well, I mean, I didn't, what I meant to say is, yes, as I was told, the witness did say he was meeting the witness, as that was the reason why he came, as he was the actual boyfriend, to be fair. But that doesn't mean that, he was the one who, you know, supposedly, possibly done it. It's insane that the defense would even say that. Okay, now I think I see the picture. Your Honor, I think I finally understand. I want to say first things are wrong, that the culprit Andre Butts is not guilty in this case. In fact, he even just said it himself, both witness and the culprit, or supposedly the culprit himself, literally said he passed out not a few minutes ago. And with the timing being off, as well as now new evidence showing a light that this so-called Peanut Brock is supposed to be the boyfriend of it and coming to not even know the time zone, I think I could see where it's coming from. And that's why I think the culprit is Peanut Brock, as well as the accomplice might be you, Prosecutor Plain. Order, order, order. Defense. This is an outrageous claim.
not only making a claim about how the victim, Peanut Brock, is actually the culprit, they are also saying that the accomplice might be the prosecutor himself that is here in this courtroom. You better have some damn evidence, because if not, this is not only going to be a penalty, but I will make the claim that your client is guilty. And Prosecutor Plain, this better be something that I'm not being hearing, because as I noticed, you have been shivering about this.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm just saying that the defense himself, he has to be outrageous. I mean, come on. He's just saying stuff. I mean, that's what defense always do. They always bluff. Yes, that's exactly what he's doing. He's bluffing. He's bluffing, Your Honor. Of course, how would I be an accomplice to this? I had no even a recollection or anything related to it.
You see, Your Honor, I realized something. I realized that this was a whole setup from the very beginning to blame my client, Andre Butts, to this whole thing when he hasn't even done a single thing. And this is how the story went so far. So, as we know, our client, or the one that's saying that he is the one that done it, Andre Butts, was passed out while he was going to go meet up with Cindy Block, his, let's just keep it as ex-girlfriend. But there was the real boyfriend, Peanut Brock, who was supposed to meet up with Cindy Block as well, which is very interesting, knowing that they probably talked and actually noticed themselves. But the one thing I realized that this whole thing was a setup was again stated in this evidence after being changed from being AB to now PB all of a sudden, which is very weird. And not only that, but there was something that was taken out of this, and I wonder what it is. But that's what we will find out a bit later. Your Honor, I still believe that the accomplice Plain, I think his name was Plain, no, we'll just say Prosecutor Plain, wherever. I still say Prosecutor Plain was an accomplice to all of this, since he has some sort of relationship between them, especially since he knows more stuff than he did. And the way he's been acting as well has been too fishy. We still need more. I may not have clear evidence as of right now, but later on I will be able to find out. Which means I need you, Peanut Brock, again, to make sure you testify once more. And this time, talk about the relationship you have between you and the prosecutor, because I know something is up and something's fishy about this whole thing. That I'm going to find out the truth, if it even means by myself if I have to. And you both better be telling the truth, because I hate a liar when I smell one, especially coming from the
Yeah, man, what are you talking about? I'm not the one who actually killed her. Like, I mean, sure, we were boyfriend and girlfriend and wherever. We were dating, we were smoothing, and sure, like, we were texting back and forth. Never got to meet her in person till then. But, from the first time I actually met her, I mean, and we were talking for a bit when she was actually alive, then, yeah, like, I've all of a sudden was like, you know what? She ain't the real one, so I was like, gotta cut, G, and BAM! That was done. You feel me?
Your Honor, this is exactly what I'm talking about. He literally just stated this last sentence was the moment he's about to walk, boom. Which means he actually committed the crime and is the one who was the one that done it, not my client, Andre Butts. Is this not good enough, people of the court? And you, Prosecutor Plain, you got some explaining to do as well.
I'm supposed to mention that, you stupid cousin. Like, how much weed have you taken to get you on your nerves? You're supposed to keep that a secret.
That was especially that last part. Now it's hard for me to defend you.
Well, Your Honor and the audience of the crowd, I would admit might have made a few lies here and there, and I would say now up to this point, it's already been given away. Yes, Peanut Brock is in fact my cousin. However, I would like to say you've done a failed job, defense attorney, or should I say, Ace Attorney Moses, especially you being a rookie at this point. Except you forgot one important thing with your theory, and that, my dear defense attorney, would be the motive. You see, you did say up to this point that I am the accomplice in this scenario, as well as my cousin is the murderer. But if that was the case, why exactly would he kill when easily he's beaten the witness the first time, as well as if he is planning to use the weapon to take it safe for money wise, why exactly would he be needing it when he could have easily done it himself and just run away with it? Or, in fact, since they were dating, why exactly would he be doing it? You failed to explain that one part, and that is what you lack. You have no knowledge and understanding of how this plays besides sprouting out bluffs and theories out there. This is as far as you go. Prepare to get schooled. And this time, I'm gonna make sure you get schooled. And by school, I'm gonna make sure you wear a uniform, not that drip out ridiculous stuff you're wearing. It is good as over, defense. Cry and kneel before the true prosecutor right in front of you. As Prosecutor Plain, it's gonna get this easily. How could I forget about that? Come on, think, Moses, think. Is there any evidence that can help me out? Even just a little bit. Come on. There's nothing I could do. Damn it! It's over. It's really over. Pathetic. To think you really give up on your client that easily, and you call yourself an ace attorney, yet alone a defense attorney, to protect and save your client? Huh? What the? Who are you?
Talk?
Of course I could talk, idiot. Now listen up. We don't got much time. Let me...
Hang on. It's like... It's actually talking to me.
just have a switch with you. But I need you to...
Switch? What do you mean switch?
Switch souls. Now.
Souls? Huh? So it appeared that this is the human world. Interesting. Man, it's getting a little bit hot in here. I guess I should be able to take this off. Now I'm ready to face and clean your name.
It would appear that the defense has lost a few screws. Might I insist you of some sort of, I don't know, weed, drug? I mean, I'm not saying anything really about that, but I mean, you kind of look and especially, I mean, I wasn't actually being serious about, you know, kind of putting you in uniform, but whoever floats the boats, I guess, you're screwed. I win, and it's GG's.
Oh my God. I mean, I've seen my days, but my God have mercy on my soul. Okay. Before I lose my stuff and my cool about what on earth just happened, I'm gonna need my Bible real quick. Oh, hold up. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull up my Bible real quick. Hey, Your Honor, I think you're the one that's losing screws out here. I mean, come on. I will admit, I have taken some weird stuff here and there, you know, from the hood. You feel me? You know me? But, like, come on. This is outrageous. You taking out, what you said? Dictionary of the Lord or something? Exactly what he said, you know? Because my buddy, who's right here, is easily going to clear my name. Because again, I haven't done it. And of course the murder's right there. I don't know what you all doing. Yeah, I got my holy Bible. The life-inspired Bible. Hallelujah. Thank you, God, for blessing my soul once more. Anyways, you boys could continue wherever the heck you're doing. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna read my whole testament of the law real quick because as you could not tell, I'm losing my shit. So, excuse my language, God and Lord Jesus. Continue. Alrighty then, Your Honor, if you must say. I'll get this straight and get it over to the point. Let's start off with this. First things and foremost, you just stated that you guys had a relationship. In other words, you stated that you guys were cousins, which means that you would have some case and some knowledge of being involved. The second thing is, in fact, you also stated that your cousin has liked to take a little bit of, say, drugs and weed on that, which is very interesting besides the fact of how he's like that, and even I could tell he's freaking out. So in that case, I'd like to ask you, Peanut Rock, exactly what is the code for this? And you better not try hiding it, because you already testified this much information. Why not give out more? Otherwise, I will tell you this much, it won't look good on you and your cousin over there.
Objection! You can't just do that. I mean, that's not even allowed. You can't just go on and ask my witness something outrageous. How exactly would he even know about the code and wherever for the murder weapon? That's, he wouldn't even known if he was gonna be... Oh, wait. I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to bluff and talk his way out of it. Well, that won't work.
I would say that would be objections abstained from your honor, of course. Because, for starters, we already admitted this much and this far that not only your relationship that you guys are cousins, but the fact that he was the one inside, was the one that somehow ended up taking the weapon, and was the one that left the body and even gave out the wrong time doing so. And it was the only person at the time who was actually still conscious enough. You would think that he would by now know the code for this. And you can't play tricks on me. This is no bluff. This is the truth. And both of you are getting it from me. Which means you, Peanut Butler, spit it out now. I don't care if it's Peanut Brock, Peanut Butler, Peanut whoever. You better spell out what is the code for this, because I know for a fact that you know what's inside, and you're the one who's done it. So you might as well confess your sins this instant, or help you God. Actually, not even God himself will even be able to help you in this scenario. Objection sustained. You may continue on with whatever you're doing. Defense. Carry on. I'm listening.
Damn it! That was the one thing we need in order to actually save this case alive. Now I can really hope it's that idiot rat cousin of mine who keeps his mouth shut. All he needs to do is not say a word about it.
I guess you're right, Defense. Okay. You know what? I'm kind of done playing this game. You know, I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of low on energy since I haven't smoked or done that stuff in a while, but I admit, Your Honor, everyone, this God, room, whatever you want to call it, I did it. I was the one that actually you know, killed my girl. And you might be wondering why. Well, truth is, the code is 13. If you may pass it to me. Thanks. You see, there was a certain item that she had that was very precious to me. And that item being this stone. You see, they might call her Cindy Block, but I call her Cindy Brock because she made this stone. If you haven't known, this stone, sure, it just says Canada, has to make believe. This is over $1 million, and the moment, even probably more. And when she told me that, my greed just kicked in, and I was like, I have to have it. You know, I mean, it's rough. You all should know the hood is rough, man. Like, we've been starving, money. You know how it is, especially in America. It's every man for yourself. Survival for the fittest. You feel me? So when I heard her saying that, I just had to, you know. I mean, I really, to be honest, didn't have too much interest in her. Dude, I was just really using her just to get this. But now that I know, especially my cuz trying to back me up and doing everything he has, it's not worth it. So, you know what? I confess my sin. I'm the one that done it.
GG's, I guess. He had one job, one simple job to keep his mouth shut, and he couldn't do that. Oh, I can't believe I lost to a rookie.
I thank you, Peanut Brock, for actually admitting your sins. You're a real one, especially from the hood. People might call you 6'9", but in my book, you're really the guy who really stood up for your sin. Not much people will do it, especially a black man like everyone here. But, more importantly, Your Honor, let's wrap this case up. I think it's about time my actual client deserves what he should have got, and should also be apologized. But, you, Prosecutor Lame, you deserve also some punishment as well for not only lying about this courtroom, but also setting this all up. You should at least atone to your sins as well. That much I will know. In the name of the Lord Jesus, and in that Bible, for some reason the judge have. Alright then, very well. It will appear that we finally got this court over with. As I said, I completely lost my stuff, but I have heard what happened. So, in terms of this rock, we will return it back to the museum, where it should belong, as well as also, we would like to apologize to Andre Butt for accounting him as the actual culprit. But in truth, we should also be the one in fault. More importantly, I don't like it, especially when a prosecutor here is not doing their job. Boy, you better make sure you have something to protect you, because there's gonna be an ass whooping for you. And just not an ass whooping, alright. Oh, even the Lord can help you himself after reading the Bible. But, Andre Butts, may you come back to the stand once more. See? I told you all, I was not the one that done it. Yeah? You see me? Woo! I'm about to get all the ladies tonight. Yes sir, yes sir. Look at me, look at me. Your Honor, now if you may. Butts, I'd like to announce the court and everyone here that has seen this trial through, and as your great defense was there for you, although he might have lied at the very beginning, but besides the point, I would like to say you will be announced not guilty. Now you may you now may be able to enjoy the rest of your life being not the person who's in charge. Court is adjourned. possible? How? How on earth could I be able to lose to someone like him? How on earth could I lose to a rookie attorney? He just started, and I couldn't even be able to protect my cousin. God, the hood is definitely going to kill my ass. But more importantly, my family, if this is even found on Newswise, God, I'm so screwed. Even the honor said he's going to give me a good ass whooping if I don't really able to tell anything. You, defense, Attorney Moses. I have one question. How on earth were you able to defeat me? With just barely starting.
Prosecutor Lane, you just don't understand, do you? Oh, for starters, I think we both could agree. If it was someone else besides your cousin that actually done it, you probably could have easily got away. In fact, you probably guys wouldn't even be able to win. But because your cousin sucks at being under pressure, as well as you, on the other hand, it was easily able to tell from the lie through lie. The second thing was that you, Black, and especially your cousin, lack simple common sense. I mean, if your cousin admitted that, that my client, Andre Butts, actually was unconscious at the moment, then he's basically stating and helping us out instead of you, making even your life harder. And for the third reason, just like any other anime protagonists do, I'm going to give you 2 words that you better remember. Plot, armor.
Yo!